of Startup Women Connect Asia. And together with me today is my co-founder, Ginger Arboleda, and our very special female entrepreneur guest. Welcome to another episode of She Speaks, where we talk to leading female entrepreneurs all around Asia as we listen to them and hear their experiences and advices on being a female entrepreneur. This episode is actually very close to me and Ginger as we know and tried Mercato Central before because one of their location is near our residence. And for this episode's guest, we have Vanessa Ledesma, founder and president of Mercato Central, the biggest night food market in the Philippines. With over 100,000 weekly food enthusiasts visiting their night market weekly and over 150 food vendors that they currently incubate. This lady for sure is a super busy one, especially this time of crisis where food is very critical to everyone. And we are very lucky to have her in this program today. So welcome to She Speaks, Vanessa.
Thank you very much for having me. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. No, thank you so much for agreeing to be our guest. So maybe you can tell us more about yourself, Vanessa, and about your business and about Mercato Central.
So, hi everyone. First of all, thank you, Ginger and Sassy, for having me on the show. I'm very honored to be here to help fellow femalepreneurs in this time of crisis. As mentioned, I am the founding president of Mercato Central. I am married to RJ Ledesma, who I co-founded this business with since the start of our marriage. We have 3 children together, aged 11, 8, and 3. We also run 2 other companies together with my husband. And yes, that's pretty much it. I took up my master's in entrepreneurship at the Ateneo. I'm also a law graduate, and I'm one of those who decided and figured that law is not for me. Entrepreneurship is my passion and my calling. Thank you.
Kat,
Thank you so much for that, Vanessa. And yeah, we're really happy to have you in a program today and fellow femalepreneur, no? And like you mentioned, the world needs more of femalepreneurs like us right now. And with that, we'd like to ask you, with the situation right now, with the global situation, they say that food business have been greatly affected during this crisis. Perhaps you can share with us more how Mercato Central is right now and how you as a female leader handling this situation.
Okay, thank you for that question, Kathy. The moment the president announced that there will be a lockdown and that mass gathering will not be allowed, my heart sank. Yeah. Literally, because Mercato Central, as mentioned earlier, has foot traffic count of 5,000 to 8,000 per night.
Wow.
And it's been the hotspot for not only foodies and locals, it's also been a go-to place for balikbayans and foreign visitors to get a taste of what Filipino street food and Filipino food is all about. And so when I heard the president say that mass gathering will not be allowed, I realized, okay, so our business is literally dead. It has to close. But when he said that, I quickly internalized and said, yes, our markets need to close, but that doesn't mean our business has to close. It doesn't mean that our organization has to stop. Although in our case in the Philippines, the DOLE, the Department of Labor, gave us 2 choices here, either to temporarily close operations and not pay any salaries of to your employees, or number 2, continue with the work from home arrangement, giving just partial salary. So knowing the culture of our company, we fought on. Okay. We found since day one, we looked for ways to innovate. It was in our hearts that we didn't want to close. And so I continued on. To this day, we have not closed. Every day, we think of new programs, new projects to do in conformity with this new normal. And I must say, it's been the toughest journey to figure out what those projects will. Because imagine, before when you propose a project, it would take a month to come up with a concept proposal, to figure out finances, to see the feasibility, all the studies has to be in place. This time, sometimes we only have one day to create all that. The next day, approval, and then on day 3, execute. So this is probably one of the toughest, and I think I have to give credit to the structure of our company. It's very agile. For the past 10 years, we've been used to opening and closing many markets. We probably opened in a span of 10 years over 30 markets and closed half. And so that agility gave us the spirit of not giving up during this crisis. And
for a business like you, for an offline business like you, what sort of adjustments that you made, possibly if you could share with most of the viewers here who have brick and mortar businesses like you, like what did you do in terms of like the business model, etc. And maybe for those who would want to bounce back later on or recuperate everything or revive their business or whatever after after COVID-19 happens or is eradicated, like what are your tips for them to bounce back?
Okay, my first tip would be stick to your core competency and what is the very essence of your business. In our case, we're not just food market, which is the brick and mortar. Who we actually are is we're incubate. I'd like to say the premier incubation for small food entrepreneurs. And so let us hang on to that and let us build from there. So we realized when we met with our team, what are we going to do that's not brick and mortar, but it still follows that essence, the core competency of being an incubator. So what we did was simply we launched our delivery business. We launched our cloud kitchen because the essence is we're still helping small food entrepreneurs. And we have a roster of those small food entrepreneurs who we need to help, who we need to, put their feet back on the game. So we launched our delivery system. First, it was really, it was really mano mano at the start. I mean, we just had a couple of riders.
Yeah.
We had our own riders, and we just like did all the clients would call in. We did our own marketing. We did clients calling in. Our people were taking the calls, and then direct deposit, and very very manual.
Yeah.
And then and what's nice is also, and then I'd like to go to my second tip is surround yourself with people, with mentors, with people who are not just staying home watching Netflix. And I don't want to put down the females who are relaxing and watching Netflix right now. You need it. You need to be sane. Please continue if that is relaxing you. I just want to say that I don't, because I have other ways of relaxing, and I have a lot of things that I have to also finish throughout the day. But what I'm trying to say is surround yourself with people who are really looking for ways to innovate at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Surround yourself. And so I started to talk to my gurus, my mentors, my teachers from my master's in entrepreneurship class, who gave me such great ideas. One of them also is our partner, the Jose Magsaysay of Potato Corner. He told me, and I'll never forget what he said. He said, Vanessa, I know your character, yours and RJ's characters are, you want to just jump in and do everything right away, make magic.
Yeah.
But this is also the time that you have to observe. You have to stop, see what's working, look around you. What is working? What is making money? What is moving? And then perhaps bounce on that and see where you can work together, collaborate with those types of institutions or those types of organizations. And so, funnily, we had siguro 2 days to observe. It was during Holy Week when everything was stopped, the holidays. So we were just observing, and all of a sudden, all these ideas started coming in. Easter Sunday. So 4 new projects started to come in, and then I said, "This is it. We're gonna launch. We're not gonna flow." And I actually had the intention. I mean, basing on our cash position and everything, it was the mental right thing to do to temporarily close at a certain time. But I said, after I observed, after I listened to my mentors, no, we're gonna go on. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what to launch come Monday, the day after Easter Sunday. So later on, I'll share with you the couple of projects that we're cooking, and also a couple of projects that we've also launched already that are doing pretty okay despite this COVID crisis.
Right.